are coming in from down that hall this way, and the old people are going out that way. So we have 15 minutes to just like finish your place. So basically, we send your kids out with an announcement, the audience will put them in the next one. So they just sometimes people do a break from the library. Oh, that's perfect. Put it in there. And then yeah, you can either leave it there or just talk about my kids. That's perfect. There's a lot of yes. So I love that you're exactly where it is, but they're not just because you don't want to be
Okay, guys, tonight, when we come, you have to help Mrs. Kurczy remember we bring the bin with us when we come to line up to get ready for our play. And we're going to put it in the little entranceway to the library, you know, the big wide hallway. Yeah. And you're going to bring your plastic bags that your outfits are in, and you're just going to line them up against the wall so you know where they are. Because you need to take your outfits off tonight after the play, put them in the bag, and then put the bag in the bin, because we're doing it again on Tuesday. Nobody else is doing it next week who's doing it this week.
Every other class is just putting it in their bin and walking out the door. But we don't want to be walking around going, is this your headpiece, is that your headpiece, or is that Nikki?
All right, Miss Barrett's class is here. I want everybody in position, nice and quiet.
Treat getting to see Mrs. Kurczy's class. Hello, my name is Mrs. Glynn, and I'm an artist in residence, and I have been coming to work with 5th grade students at JJIS for many, many years. Sometimes I do projects in other grade levels, but I always do 5th grade, and we write plays. So I've been coming to their classes from the beginning of October, each class about once a week, and a little bit more in the last week to sort of get rehearsals going. But we took some of us. But each class is putting on a different play. We learned how to write characters talking to each other. We added ideas. We put in our own thoughts. Sometimes we start with a storybook like this one. This is started from a book called The King and the Sea. Okay? But they wrote a whole bunch of lines and we changed characters. We made parts for everyone. And we're going to present it for you today. Because we started at the beginning of October and have only met about 10 times, and we learned to put it on stage, and they memorized all the lines, and they did all those things. I make a mistake or two. Probably not, because I've seen this class. However, but if we do, we're going to lie. Because we're here to show you all of our hard work and how much fun we've had and telling you this fabulous story that we're all so proud of. We do want to let you know that because of the way the world is right now, we are missing a couple of students. Okay? And so right now you see a king and a jester, and I will be reading the queen's lines from over there. So I need you to imagine this very beautiful queen who's a 5th grader walking around with a cane. Walks around. Okay? There's also our knight, and Mrs. Kurczy is, for today, going in for 2 incredible narrators who already have memorized all of their lines. So we're taking care of them in a different way, but we're so excited that you're here. We would like to thank your school, the PTO, and the Community Foundation of Eastern Connecticut for helping to pay for me to be here so that we can do this. That's really super. Also, your school custodians have been amazing, and Mrs. Johnson and the Media Center has been amazing, and all of the teachers working together. So it's really one of my favorite schools. I go to schools all year. But it's because everybody really works hard together. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over. Entrance music over here. There you go.
his class.
Queen Sophia looked in the mirror and saw an old woman looking back at her.
I have silver hair.
King Henry tried to comfort her.
You have crow's feet.
Crow's feet?
Look at the outside edges of your eyes.
Egad! I've got crow's feet.
Egad, so do I.
Dear, we are officially getting old.
Nonsense. I am still young. I am back.
There's nothing wrong with being old. Think of all the wisdom we collect.
Yes, we are wise, but we never get to do anything so cool. I want to get out of here once. I want to have adventures.
Let's walk.
They thought as they walked through the royal gardens.
Our friends from the kingdom next door have decided to retire.
They're passing their kingdom over to their children.
We can't retire ever. We don't have any children.
Oh, we'll never get out of here. Holy cow, I'm really tired. My lord, perhaps it's time to find an heir. Yes, let's find one. There must be one somewhere. No heirs.
This is serious. What will we do? We don't have any children.
Yes, but you have a kingdom full of people.
An idea sprung into the minds of the king and the queen simultaneously. Sound the trumpets! They have an idea!
We know! We've got it! We should hold a contest!
A contest?
It's a standard fairy tale idea. It's all the rage. Everyone loves it.
But all those contests are about the strongest and the bravest. There's so much more to being a ruler than strong and brave. I'm sick of watching all those battles.
You don't have to do what everyone else does.
The king and queen looked at each other and smiled.
I'm sick of battles. I like flowers. I want to grow flowers when I retire. I don't want to see one more sword fight or knightly challenge.
Then flowers it is!
Our contest will be about flowers?
Yes, if flowers are what you want, then flowers are what you'll get.
They have been unusual rulers. It's only fitting that they hold an unusual contest. You'll send out a proclamation.
Send out a
Yes, and it will say...
Let anyone who wants to be king or queen next come to the palace to take part in a competition.
Perfect. Ours will be a...
Perfect! Ours will be a different kind of contest. You'll see.
A wave of excitement rippled throughout the land.
A contest to become ruler. It's bound to be a tournament. We will fight each other in single combat with lances and swords. Whoever's the best fighter will be the best ruler.
I will surely win.
My weapons are the shiner.
On the day of the competition, the knights and ladies bustled about, talking in loud voices.
I'm the most kingly here. I'm not, but I plan to be queen.
No one
needs to look beyond me, for I will be the winner, hands down.
But there were two in the crowd who weren't knights or ladies. They didn't have a horse or armor. It was Oliver and Olivia, the farmer's children, who lived near the castle.
Are you going to be in the contest? No, I don't think so. We just want to see what's going on. Everyone must leave their horses and weapons outside.
Outside.
And form an orderly queue or line. We're going to give you each one of these.
Take it away and see what you can grow.
A seed. A seed.
We're nuts. We don't plant seeds.
This is ridiculous. What's the real contest? We want to know.
Seed, 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 seed. At night we don't bother with seeds. Planting is for farmers.
Come back in 6 months.
From what you grow will decide who will be rulers after us.
If growing a seed will make me queen, then grow a seed I will.
Seed, 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 seed. At night we are masters of seed. We are brilliant farmers. They took on the challenge with their usual bravado.
After all, how hard can it be? Growing a seed? Bah. This is hilarious.
You're farmers, children. You know all about seeds. It's not always so easy. It can be hard work. But hard work never scared us before. Go for it.
Everyone took their seeds and headed home. Seed, 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 seed.
Look, a seed. The King Queen gave everyone a seed to grow. In 6 months, we take the new plants back. We've decided to give it a try. Whoa!
Just pretend it's there.
Oh, my children, no one can grow seeds better than you. Your late father and I taught you everything he knew. Oliver, we're seed whisperers. I'm so proud of you. There's pots in the shed. Compost in the cup. Let's do our magic, Oliver. Whoa! Hello, little seed. We're putting in a little pot with compost and water. But nothing grew. So plants like a little dark at first. We'll put it in the closet. Ah, but nothing grew. Maybe you have too much water. Okay, you don't want dark. We'll put you on the windowsill with sunshine. Ah, but nothing grew. Maybe you have too much water. Let's hold off watering a little. But nothing grew. Maybe you need stronger manure. Oh, we'll get some from the roosters. But nothing grew.
2 months passed. There was no sign of a single little sprout. The children even tried singing to their little plant. We've given you sunshine. We've given you sunshine. They've given you dirt. You've given them nothing but heartache and hurt. They're begging you sweetly. They're down on their knees. Please grow wheat. Finally, they took their seed to the forest.
What are they doing here? They're bringing the royal seed see if you grow here with us. Hello, little seed.
Do you want to grow big and tall?
Might not be a tree, but you're welcome to hang out with us.
Please
Grow for me.
Alas, nothing grew. 6 months had passed. The seed had not budged.
I don't even want to go back to the palace. I know. I feel like a failure. You're not failures. You did your best.
You worked really hard.
Whoa. It's the journey that counts. You learn so much from trying so hard. I don't care if you pass some tests. There is so much more to you than that. Let's go. At least we can find out what happens. Whoa.
So Oliver tucked their little paw into his jacket, the little seed they had loved so much.
Come on, little seed. Well, I'll go with you.
Outside the castle, the knights and ladies were eager to show off their blooms and blossoms. This time, nobody had to ask them to line up. The children were hiding in the shadows with their little seeds.
Welcome all. Hi, I'm Tyler of Glynn. Yes, very good. Thank you. Next. I'm Lady June of California. Yes, very good. Thank you. I'm Lady Lexi of Paris. Yes, very good. Thank you. Next. I'm Sir Ahmed of the Bronx. Yes, very good. Thank you. Next. I'm Lady Catherine of Deep River. Yes, very good. Thank you. Next.
I'm Sir Dylan of the Great Rock.
Yes, very good. Thank you. Next. I'm Lady Charlotte of Stone. Yes, very good. Thank you.
I'm Sir Zach of the Big Plateau.
Yes, very good. Thank you. Next. I'm Lady Rosie of the Pink Kingdom. Yes, very good. Thank you. Next. Let's not grow up. What's the point? We have nothing to show.
Doesn't look like you have a choice. The king and queen are coming to see you.
I'm sorry, Your Majesty. We couldn't grow that seed you gave us.
They tried everything.
What are your names, children?
Oliver, Your Majesty? What? Olivia, Your Majesty?
The king and the queen looked at each other and smiled. Next, they looked back at the children.
You have done well.
What? Well?
They didn't grow anything at all. I don't know what those nice ladies got from wonderful flowers from, but they weren't from the seeds I gave them.
You see, we boiled those seeds a whole hour before giving them out. Not one of them should have sprouted.
What? Boiled the seeds? Not one of them should have sprouted? What? When I thought, uh-oh. If the seeds were boiled, all the seeds were boiled, then I'm not the only one who lied. Me either. But I thought I was the only one whose plant didn't grow.
I did not want to fail and lose, so I cheated. I thought I lost my seat and found this different one that didn't work, so I thought I had to. All my night friends hid in their flowers. All of them, I thought I was doing something wrong. And if it did not do something, I would be a fool.
I did not know what to do.
I didn't want to look stupid.
I thought that if I lost, I would shame my family.
Now my father will punish me, and it'll be even worse if he knows I lied. This is a catastrophe. This will all be okay. It's in my imagination. I'll just close my eyes and everything will be okay.
The seed was not growing into a flower.
I thought everyone was going to laugh at me.
I could not stand to fail in front of my friend.
I was promised I would get punished by my parents if I didn't win.
Yep.
Grounded for life.
Kicked out of the house.
Sent to the slaughter. I was stressed out.
I lied because if I failed, I would disappoint my parents. Oh, why did I lie? This can't be happening to me. I didn't want to be an outcast.
It was peer pressure.
I knew it was the wrong thing to do. I just really needed this.
I wanted to become the next ruler so bad.
I wasn't thinking.
I chose under the pressure.
I dropped your seed and couldn't find it.
What did I know about throwing seeds? I'm a knight.
My husband made me.
I wanted to be queen. I didn't want to look stupid in front of the king and the queen. My family needed this.
You just thought you were failing.
Yes.
I get that.
Out of all of these people, you're the only ones with the courage and honesty to tell us the truth.
That's what we're looking for.
And so, all of our Olympia, we declare you to be the next rulers after us.
You want me to be king?
Yes.
You want me to be queen?
Yes.
Wow, I never really thought about it. Do we even want to be king and queen?
Luckily, the king and queen lived a few years more, giving Oliver and Olivia time to get used to the idea and to learn what to do. When the old king and queen died, Oliver and Olivia were crowned in their place.
The first sibling king and queen in fairy tale history.
And their mother moved into the palace with them.
You were very brave and honest.
We're proud of you. Whoa! I think Oliver and Queen Olivia were brave and honest.
They taught their people well to work hard and try new things.
Always tell the truth.
That there is much more to learn from doing your best, even if it doesn't turn out the way you expected. And that to tell the truth is always better than telling lies.
The new king and queen also loved nature. Their subjects soon loved nature as well. Many of the knights and ladies even hung up their swords. They
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see the blue for me.
Thank you so much for coming, being part of our process. And Mrs. Kurczy's class, once again, you did a superb job. I'm so proud of you. And thanks for coming, and I hope just, what did we learn from this place?
To be honest.
To be honest.
See that?